Hey everybody, good morning. It's Crumbawig 420. Alexa, turn all lights off. Sorry about that. Lights came on, made me feel like an idiot for a second there. Huh. How's everybody doing this morning? Just kicking back here, getting ready to smoke up a little bit. Hope everybody had a good night last night and everybody's having a great morning today. I think I'm going to start with a little morning rip here. Hey, Vince and Off Grid and Jessica, how you guys all doing? Hey, Tree Nug, cheers. Let's do this. Paranormal, what's going on? Road music? Tree Nug, good to see you. Just going to mod up a few people here. Bear with me for a second. Still getting used to this. Hobo, what's going on? Good to see you this morning. There we go. Outlaws, what's going on? This is great. Got a lot of great people coming in this morning. I appreciate all of you. Trying to. All right, I'll have to pause from this for a second. There we go. Just modding up some more people. What's everybody smoking on this morning? Anything good? I'm still ripping on. What am I ripping on today? I'm ripping on something that came from Stone Stoner. It's some Todd Ford and Tom Ford, excuse me. And pretty good, pretty outstanding. I'm very, very pleased with it. All right. Cheers, everybody. No problem, paranormal. Excuse me. That won't get the best of me. So spent about an hour this morning outside in the garden. I'm gonna try and post a little bit later. Uh, Crazy that blue sunset sherbet that I'm scrogging. I actually had to put a piece of fence underneath the whole plant so that I had something to anchor down all the sites as I'm scrogging it out. I'm gonna see if maybe I can get a net on top of it today. It's either that or I'm going to take another piece of the fencing and put it about 4 inches above so that I have something to weave the plants through to get it all scrogged out. But should end up pretty good. Really should. For once, I can be thankful for the wind that bent this plant over and made it so I could scrog it a lot easier. So that's pretty nice. See what's going on. Nice Tropicana cherry, Hobo. That's good. That sounds great. I've had some of the Tropicanas before, but I've not had Tropicana cherry. I can't think of anything that I have had that's had a cherry terpene profile in it. So there we go. Shorty, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you indeed. Smoking Kush because it's my clone. Way to go, Outlaws. Nice. Nice. Rabbits, what's going on? Hey, everybody, make sure you hit that like. I appreciate all of you. I don't know what it really does towards the algorithm, but I don't know. Everybody says it does something. So maybe that'll help in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. As I've maintained, when I first decided to come onto YouTube, I just wanted to show off my grow, and I had no idea I would meet all the great and cool people that I have, and I've been on only since January, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Oh, gee. What's going on? I didn't see you sneak in. Everybody have a good 7:10 yesterday and get their dab on? I hope so. I actually waited. I had won some edibles from Stone Stoner, and those came yesterday or the day before, one or the other. And I think it was the day before. And I decided to try one of the brownies yesterday, which had me next level. And then I smoked on top of that. And that was really great. That was like putting the foot down full throttle. And then tried a little bit of the syrup later last night. That wasn't too bad. I slept really, really well. And the front side of it was good. I was probably zipping along for about 2 hours before I went to bed. So it wasn't too bad. You know, I'm not that up on the syrups or anything like that, but I figured, hey, why not give it a try? Can't hurt. I still like to stick to the weed, though, in general, because I don't know. I feel I have a little more control over that, whereas these edibles sometimes can grab you and send you a fucking next level. GMO live resin tree nug? Nice. Nice indeed. Dabbing on PNW dog shit times cherry pie. Nice, Shorty. Nice. How is that? Is it good? Cool. Cool indeed. Nice, Shorty. I bet you it was. I smoked on some, I dabbed some lemon haze that I gotten a while ago. And I don't know, I get weird when I'm doing dabs that have lemon in them because I don't know, sometimes I don't see that profile come through really well, but this stuff's exceptional. Really, really good. How's everybody's plants doing for anybody growing out there? I know off grids are off the wall. His are just freaking insane. I mean, I know he's got at least one over 6 feet. I know Anthony, who I see around on here, Anthony Lester. Oh my God, I guess he's got one over 7 feet, and that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sitting at 53 inches right now, so it's not too bad. Not too bad for upstate New York. That's the way I see it. You know, with our wind, our rain. Not that everybody else doesn't have that, but we get such a short season up here. You know, sometimes you're having to pull, you know, the middle towards end of September. But yeah, it's crazy. I'd love to be able to get to like October 1 or, you know, like the first week in October. It'd be freaking fantastic, but we'll see. Tree Nug's got Guavalado by James Loud, ready to be harvested in 2 weeks. Outstanding. Outstanding. I've got my seedlings that I started. They're about 2 weeks old right now, if that. No, I don't even know if they're 2 weeks old. I know I included them in my video a few days ago, and I had them up before that. So, yeah, probably about 2 weeks. So I've got the 4 of those. Then I've got the Blue Sunset Sherbet that I'm scrogging. I've got 2 Master OGs outside. They were clones also from the plants that turned dark purple. So I'm seeing if I can replicate that or if it was just a fuck up on my behalf and maybe I stressed the shit out of the plants. But that'd be weird because they were in 2 different tents. So to have them both be stressed and go through that, I think it'd be too weird. So yep. So I've got 2 of those clones outside, and then I've got more Master OG and more Strawberry Kush in my 150-gallon raised bed. So, yep. Outlaws, my monster are flowering out, almost done. That's really cool that everybody's got stuff that's coming close to being done. I mean, I usually try to run a perpetual harvest, but when I lost that one tent downstairs, which I think next weekend I've got my brother-in-law coming to do the electrical for me, so I won't have an issue with that anymore, and I can get that back up online. What's going on, boys? Haven't seen you in a bit. How's it going? Nice tree. Oh, you got Hindu Kush autoflower? Sweet. Sweet. I'm thinking of, even though it's kind of old school and it was the first strain I ever ran, I'm thinking of running White Widow again because I really, really enjoyed the hell out of that plant. It was an auto, but still the same. There were no, I had no issues with it. It turned out to be a fucking monster of a plant. It was, I had to fim the top of it by like 9 inches because it got that tall. Crazy. Oh, Shorty, that's outstanding. That is outstanding. I have never bought clones. I had somebody give me one last year. I know I sold probably 40 this year. And I don't know, I got somebody who wants me to do a lot of them for a piece of land next year. And I don't know if I want to go through all that. And I don't know how much help they're going to want with everything once it's done. So. Green Goblin and Mendo Breath Web. Nice. Nice. Yeah, White Widow is so fucking good. It really is, Tree Nug. All right, Jess, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. And I'm sure I'll bump into you somewhere, whether you're on a live or I see you in Outlaws. So cool. You have a great day. Yeah, off-grid plants are fucking amazing. They really are. Yep, he's got some big beasts. I've learned a lot from him this season. He's got all these little tips and tricks, and they're badass. They really are. Between how he's putting cages up for support, and I've started doing a bunch of that stuff, and it's made one hell of a difference. I mean, geez, even as soon as I dropped the net on my plants, within like 24 hours, they were happy as shit, and they weren't getting beat all over the place anymore. So. Anybody got any great plans for the day? I've got a lot of family in town. After 13 years, we're finally burying my mother today, which has been a production or not today, we're burying her on Sunday, but I've got family coming into town for that. So my brother's up from Tennessee. My sister's still here, but getting ready to move to Alabama. So that's rather interesting. She's going to be there for about 10 years with her husband's job. So that'll be unique, but that'll leave me here to tend to my dad. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, he ran greenhouses for years. Maybe I should see if he wants to get up off his ass and help me out. All right, OG, thanks for stopping by. You have a great day too. A lot of chores to do, hobo. Yeah, I know how that is. Everybody's going to want to stop by our house, and that's fine. But let me see. I got 4 grow tents in the living room, 1 in the basement, 1 at the end of the hall, and I just had a tent come for my mushrooms that I'm growing. So I'm going to start featuring that on my site too, a little bit here and there. I mean, they take time to grow, so what am I going to do weekly? Show a little mycelium spore beginning to grow, but it'll be cool. All right, Shorty. Cool. You're building a chicken coop. You have a good day. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I can give Dad some credit for that. It's funny because for years I wanted nothing to do with the business at all, just because it was a monster. I mean, you're doing it every single day. Now I love it, you know? It's just different. Thank you, Outlaws. Thank you very much. JC, cheers. Cheers. I didn't see you slip in. I think I'm going to pack up another bowl here. I think that sounds like a great idea. See what's going on. Have everybody smoke one up with me. Nothing wrong with that. My massive grinder, for those who haven't seen it before, it's like the size of my head. Yeah, Tree Nug. Isn't that the truth? Man, you hit Off Grid's channel and you look at his shit and it's like, holy smokes. Hey, make sure you guys are subbed up to one another too. That's one of the reasons why I've been giving wrenches to the people coming in. People that I know. I haven't seen a lot of people that I don't that have came in, and that's all right. I'm sure that's part of who does and doesn't see these lives when we put them out there, but that's fine. That is fine. Get this packed up. And here we go. Cheers, everybody. Nice voice. Cool. Subbing up to people is awesome. Have a good one, Tree Hug. Enjoy that lemon jello. Excuse me. Thanks, Tree Nug. Enjoy your day. Awesome, Off Grid. Awesome. Sit down, Odie. That's my 13-year-old pug laying in the back there. He's aged. He's a little anxious. Sorry, just catching up on the comments. Well, geez, know you're a Cowboy fan. Nice. I guess everybody has their burdens in life to carry. When it comes to hockey, I'm a Philadelphia Flyers fan. I have been since I was a little kid, which is strange being from New York, but yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Well, I think I'm going to go a couple more minutes on this, maybe, and then I might get off. I don't know. We'll see. Raiders Nation from Outlaws. There you go. You know, it's funny. Played football all the way through high school, but I can't stand watching it on TV. I don't know. I guess I'd rather be playing it, but my old ass is way too old for that these days. Probably blow out a hip or something. Not my bionic one. I have a replaced one, so that's titanium. That's pretty cool. Except for setting off metal detectors. That's annoying. Off grid, you get your coffee yet this morning? Yep. Cheers. Cheers indeed. All right. I think I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate it greatly. I was glad I could hop on and do this morning. And thanks, everybody. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. You guys all have a fantastic day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully, I'll catch up with some of you on other lives. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.